Welcome to WCW Nitro. This is the new WCW Nitro, and we are live in Greensburg, North Carolina. And it looks like we're about to be joined by undeniable Tessa Blanchard, who is still the WCW Women's Champion after defending her championship last night at WrestleMania in a triple threat match against Sasha Banks and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And what a match those three ladies had. They teared down the roof. They gave each other everything they had. And speaking of crazy, we just heard Shane McMahon say at the top of the show that tonight there will be a couple of new superstars joining the Nitro brand. Plus that fatal four-way where the winner will become the new #1 contender for the WCW United States Championship, which is held by Bullet Club's own Elias. But what does Tessa Blanchard have to say to the Nitro crowd here tonight in Greensburg? Whoa, wait just a second. It looks like we're about to be joined by the Empress of Tomorrow, who we know was not in a good mood after losing the triple threat match last night to Tessa Blanchard. Asuka, who thought she had the match won, who was dominating the match, she locked in the Asuka lock on Sasha Banks, who was about to pass out, until Asuka was DDT'd by Tessa Blanchard in the center of the ring. And that was it. But it looks like Asuka has something to say to the champ. And we're about to listen in and see what she has to say. Looks like Asuka is showing respect to Tessa after being frustrated that she lost last night, but the respect is here. And Asuka goes, wait a minute! What a shot! Asuka with a cheap shot, taking down Tessa Blanchard. And the crowd is, some of the crowd is clapping, but Asuka now, she is leaving. The official is out here to check on Tessa. Wait a minute, Asuka's not going anywhere. Asuka's stomping away on Tessa. Come on, Asuka. Asuka continuing the attack. She is continuing the attack, and now she is finally leaving. Tessa Blanchard is down and out. Wait a minute. Asuka has us looking her off. What the heck has happened? Asuka has snapped. No, Asuka. Asuka has some cheering. Oh my gosh. She is hammering away. She is intimidating the referee. And Tessa Blanchard is seriously hurt. And the referee is calling out a stretcher. Look at Asuka. Asuka is just celebrating. What is this all about? Is this because Asuka didn't win the title? She's trying to injure Tessa Blanchard. What has gotten into Asuka? This isn't the Asuka we know. This isn't the Empress. And wait a minute, Asuka, no! Asuka's not done! She's going after, and she attacking Tessa again, who's on the stretcher. Security, someone get her out of here. She shoves the stretcher over. And Asuka's just continuing the assault. Come on, Asuka. Enough is enough. Whoa, wait a minute. What a surprise. Is we're opening WCW Nitro with Scott Hall. Scott Hall, a WCW legend, is making his return to Nitro here tonight. And we heard the rumors that Scott Hall wanted to take on Finn Balor here tonight, the television champion. And Scott Hall says, look, I got all respect for Finn Balor, but I want to see what the kids got. We both throw up the two sweet. We're both good brothers, but I've never stepped in the ring with him, and I just want to see what the kids got. I just thought, WrestleMania was last night. I was in town. I wanted to step back in the ring just to have a good match with Finn Balor here tonight. So we're going to see. But the crowd is going crazy, and it's good to see Scott Hall back in the WCW ring. The arena. And here he comes representing the Bullet Club. The founder, the leader, Finn Balor, is making his way down to the ring. Finn Balor was not at WrestleMania's show last night. He was a little disappointed, but he says, that was last night. This is about tonight. He's still the television champion. He still needs to defend that title whenever. But Balor says, stepping in the ring with Scott Hall, the good brother, is very exciting. He grew up idolizing Scott Hall. He has never stepped in the ring with him. But I know Finn Balor cannot be happy after what happened last night when the other 4 members of his Bullet Club were unsuccessful. Sasha Banks didn't win back the WCW Women's title. Like we just found out, she was injured. Prince Jones and War Machine, they didn't win back the WCW Tag Team Championship for the Bullet Club. AJ Styles lost the WCW World Heavyweight Championship to Adam Cole. And now the Undisputed Era has taken plenty of gold from the BC. But Finn Balor says, I'm still the television champion. Elias is still the United States champion. We need to keep it that way. But right now, his main focus is on this match with Scott Hall. And it's going to be too sweet. It's the night after WrestleMania where anything can happen. And what a match we're going to have right here, right now. As Scott Hall takes on the television champion Finn Balor of the Bullet Club, who is shoved down by Scott Hall. Scott Hall, a WCW original, has came back here tonight. He said he wanted to test out this kid. He was in town. He wanted to see what Finn Balor was all about. And right now he's getting his opportunity as Finn Balor, with a quick roll-up to Scott Hall. The vet quickly grabs the ropes. And there's a DDT, though, by Finn Balor into the stump, to the chest. Finn Balor, Scott Hall has some very similarities. They both are a part of a group that dominated professional wrestling. Remember, Scott Steiner said, the Bullet Club, they're like us. We ran stuff, they're running stuff. And Scott Hall, we remember that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were the ones who passed on the too sweet into the backbreaker by Finn Balor, thunderous backbreaker. Passed it on to Scott Hall, and there's the DDT. Balor goes for the cover. 1. But Scott Hall quickly kicks out at 1. But now Scott Hall sidesteps, and there's a kick to the midsection, and there's the hard clothesline by Scott Hall. He's like, I'm not going to cut Finn Balor some slack. I'm not going to cut him any slack. And there's the arm bar Locked in by Scott Hall. Finn Balor is struggling to get to the ropes. He's trying to break free here, and he manages to reverse out. And there's a couple right hands to the face as he is holding his arm. Like we said, Scott Hall said he's not going to cut Finn Balor any slack because he's a good brother. And wait a minute. Scott Hall tossed out to the outside but lands on his feet. Here comes Balor, who flies over the ropes and takes down Scott Hall on the outside of the ring. But wait a minute. Scott Hall now has Balor up. Even though he carries him face first into the steel steps. Now Scott Hall just beating down Finn Balor on the outside. Remember, this match, the television title is not on the line. And oh! Finn Balor slamming Scott Hall's face off the steel steps. And there's a right hand, but no, a block by Balor, who tosses Scott Hall into the crowd. As he goes back in to break up the count, Scott Hall gets back in the ring. Now Finn Balor face plants Scott Hall, going up to the middle rope. Finn Balor telling Scott Hall to get up. It looks like he's going for that springboard dropkick, but no. Hall moves out of the way. Hall now with a right hand. Now it looks like he's going for the choke slam. Now Balor with the elbows to the side of the head. There's the right hand. No, Hall with a kick to the midsection. Hall now power slam by Scott Hall. And I know that Finn Balor couldn't have been too happy about some of the results from last night's WrestleMania, as we saw. Wait a minute, 1, 2 Balor kicks out, as we saw that the Bullet Club's Prince Jones and War Machine were unable to win back the WCW Tag Team titles. Sasha Banks was unable to win back the WCW Women's Championship, and she was also injured in that match. And also AJ Styles, one of the founding members of this new Bullet Club, lost. Oh, there's the reverse DDT. Lost the WCW World Heavyweight Championship to Adam Cole. Scott Hall with a hard right hand. And there it is. That's the choke slam by Scott Hall. Slamming Balor back first up against the mat. 1, 2. Is it over? Balor kicks out. Scott Hall's arguing with the ref. He thought that was 3. The referee's like, no, Balor was able to get the shoulder up at the last second. And it looks like Scott Hall going for the razor's edge, but there's the reversal. But now there's a reversal takedown by Scott Hall in a DDT. Hall now with an elbow drop to the chest. Now slamming Finn Balor's arm up against the mat, and there's the headlock by Scott Hall. As the crowd has been on their feet all night. They haven't even sat down since this match started. And Scott Hall with the headlock, but Balor now is fighting out of it. Balor running sling blade. And Scott Hall falls to the outside after that thunderous sling blade. Then Balor went for the drop kick to the outside, but Scott Hall moved out of the way. And Balor could be hurt. He isn't moving right now. Scott Hall is turning Balor inside the ring. Balor now is crawling, trying to pull himself up by using the ring. And oh, there's a poke to the eye by Balor into a drop kick, springboard drop kick to the back of the head. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That sounds like that's DDP. What is DDP doing here? Where is he? Finn Balor is waiting for DDP, so is the referee. And where's DDP? Wait a minute, DDP's behind him. No. Diamond Cutter! He slides out of the ring, the referee didn't see it. Balor just got hit with the Diamond Cutter. Is that it? Wait a minute, 1, 2, it's over. Oh, Balor barely gets the shoulder up and the crowd's going crazy as Scott Hall is yelling at the referee. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, has just came out of nowhere and tried to cost Finn Balor the match, and there's a swing blade again. And now Finn Balor has Scott Hall up. He looks like he's going for the Bloody Sunday, but Scott Hall's fighting out of it. But Balor now with a couple of right hands of his own, stunning Scott Hall into a DDT again. Scott Hall's down and out. Balor now, wait a minute. He's going up to the top rope. Scott Hall's in the drop zone. Coup de grace. The knees to the chest. Crashing down on Scott Hall. And Finn Balor picks up the win here tonight on Monday Night Nitro. And what a pretty good match to start off Nitro here tonight. There's a couple of replays. There's that chokeslam earlier that we thought put Balor away. There's Balor reversing the Razor's Edge. There's DDP who came out of nowhere delivering the Diamond Cutter. Another angle as he tried to cost Finn Balor the match, but Finn Balor is victorious. But what was up with DDP? I know that this cannot be over, but it's very confusing because we know that Finn Balor defeated DDP a few months ago in an open challenge for his television title, and we thought they showed respect for each other, but obviously that went out the window here tonight. Well, we just saw the Nation of Domination backstage talking, as we know that Velveteen Dream of the Nation of Domination will be in that Fatal 4-Way later tonight. But here it comes, your new WCW Cruiserweight Champion, the man of the hour, Lio Rush, as he is making his way down to the ring. Lio Rush defeated Cedric Alexander to become the new Cruiserweight Champion last night at WrestleMania. As we know, Cedric Alexander was the Cruiserweight Champion for several months. But in the end, Lio Rush, the man of the hour, took over and took that championship. And it was a great performance by both men. But Lio Rush says that this is his division now, and he's going to take the Cruiserweight division to new heights that has never been before. And it starts tonight when he makes an example out of the guy who's still trying to get a job anywhere he can from BCW, Cole Quinn, who we've seen a few times at the ECW arena, who was destroyed. Speaking of ECW, tomorrow night will be their big debut as Impact Wrestling, as TNA is making its return. And there's the race lock and a takedown by Cole Quinn on Lio Rush, but Lio Rush now back behind him, shot to the back, picks him up, slams him down, locks in the headlock. This ain't even a competition. We already know that Lio Rush is way faster than Cole Quinn, and there's the drop kick to the chest. Now Lio Rush full speed ahead into the Shining Wizard. Rush now tosses Cole Quinn into the corner, and there's a running splash. And Lio Rush now taunting the WCW fans. And now tosses him over into a kick to the back of the spine. Lio Rush is just toying with Cole Quinn as he leans him up against the ropes. Tossing him, but Cole Quinn with the reversal, but Lio Rush springboard cutter. And that's it, one. But Cole Quinn kicks out. We know that Cole Quinn would be looking to impress Shane McMahon, trying to and all. Look at that brain buster. Cole Quinn putting possum trips down Lio Rush. Now Cole Quinn, he's gonna try to. Looks like he's gonna try to fight back here as he tosses Lio Rush into the corner. But Rush dips, and there's the kick, and there's the insecurity, the quickness of Lio Rush on Cole Quinn. Now Lio Rush now. Look at this. The submission hold is working on the arm. Lio Rush is just trying to make an example out of this guy. But Cole Quinn, there's a kick to the midsection. But Lio Rush with a hard elbow to the face. Another elbow and kick to the knee. Wait a minute. Nope. Cutter again. Just finished the man. Lio Rush has him up now. Lio with a hard elbow again to the face. Now he tosses Cole Quinn outside the ring. Lio Rush full speed ahead, and he flies over the ropes and lands on his feet, taking him down. As the referee is telling Lio Rush to get Cole Quinn back in the ring, and he tosses him back. Lio Rush now kick to the midsection and a spinning kick to the side of the head. Lio Rush going up to the top rope. And there's the frog splash. Look at the height of the frog splash to the ribs of Cole Quinn. Lio Rush could have ended the match, but he's continuing to play around with Cole Quinn, who slams down Lio Rush. Cole Quinn now fighting back. Cole Quinn with some clotheslines. It looks like Cole Quinn is trying to make an example of Lio Rush, and there's a drop kick to the face. If he could beat Lio Rush, this would be a huge upset. And that's a shot to the stomach now. Lio Rush with a whip for a drop kick. Cole Quinn moves out of the way, but Lio Rush catches him that time. Lio Rush with another shot to the side of the head. And that's it. Come on, Lio. Pin him, man. It's over. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Lio Rush picks up the win. Let's be honest with ourselves. Cole Quinn never had a fighting chance. Lio Rush was just toying with this man. But Lio Rush is celebrating. But we know that Cedric Alexander has to be somewhere watching on. And wait a minute. Come on, Lio. The match is over. You already won. Now he tosses Cole Quinn into the steel steps. Cole Quinn is out of it. The referee is telling Lio Rush, you done enough. And when Lio Rush has him up, and now tosses him into the barricade. And slamming him face first. Now that's kick to the midsection. That's spinning heel kick again. Cole Quinn is out of it. He's going to need some help. No, don't. Oh, Lio Rush with the frog splash on the outside as the crowd is going crazy. Someone get this man some help. And we are back on Nitro. We're getting ready to shock the system. It looks like we're being joined by the new WCW Heavyweight Champion. Adam Cole Bay, the man who defeated AJ Styles in the main event of WrestleMania last night and became your new WCW Heavyweight Champion. Adam Cole making his way down to the ring. And we know, like we said, what a night it was for the Undisputed Era. Not only did Adam Cole become the new WCW Heavyweight Champion of the world, but Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly became the WCW Tag Team Champions. And Adam Cole is making his way down to the ring. What does the leader of the Undisputed Era have to say here tonight? We're about to find out. Boom! Because we know Adam Cole has been partying all night long. Adam Cole, baby! What does the champ have to say to the WCW fans here tonight? Wait just a second. Looks like Adam Cole is being interrupted as the lights cut off. Here comes the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura, as he is making his way down to the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura won the Battle Royal last night at WrestleMania, tossing over Braun Strowman in the end to become the new #1 contender for the WCW World title. And Nakamura is out here live right now, interrupting the champion Adam Cole. What brings the king out here, and what does he have to say to the champ? What a message from Nakamura, the #1 contender, letting Adam Cole know he'll take out Kyle O'Reilly tonight. And then at Super Brawl, he's going to take the WCW World Heavyweight title from Adam Cole. Well, we're getting ready for some women's action here tonight on WCW. And here comes the first lady of WCW, Lacey Evans, who is making her way down to the ring. And speaking of women, earlier tonight we saw Tessa Blanchard and Asuka have a the talk, but it didn't end so well. But Lacey Evans says that this is her opportunity, that she is tired of sitting in the back watching Asuka and Sasha and Tessa fight all the time. She said, what about her? What about the first lady? Opportunity here tonight against, wait a minute, is that, it can't be, it's Bayley. Bayley is here, and we heard Shane McMahon say earlier tonight that there will be some new faces. There will be a couple of trades between WCW and TNA Wrestling, and here's the trade, as it looks like Bayley has came to Monday nights. She's part of the Nitro brand now. And like we said, we know Bayley along with Lacey Evans are trying to put their name in a hat for a WCW women's title opportunity. But like we just said, we don't know the condition of Tessa Blanchard, who was assaulted brutally by Asuka earlier tonight and had to be carried out of here on a stretcher. We're going to continue to try to get updates as this broadcast continues, but it looks like Asuka isn't willing to step down and go to the back of the line, as she seems like she wants another shot at Tessa Blanchard's title. But right now, what a match we have for you here tonight, as Bayley is the newest member to Nitro, and she is taking on the first lady. And here we go. Bayley right away with an elbow to the back of the neck of Lacey Evans into a quick roll-up. One. No, Lacey Evans kick out. She kicks out Bayley, who was part of the old ECW brand that no longer exists, as we found out that Paul Heyman's ECW was bought out by Stephanie McMahon. He said, you know, ECW isn't done. They will return one day. But Lacey Evans now working on Bayley, and there's a beautiful vertical suplex by the first lady. And she went for a stomp, but Bayley moves out of the way. Bayley was snapped there into a kick to the back of the spine. And now Bayley tosses Lacey into the corner, and there's Bayley now. Wait, Bayley Her Corona out of the corner, taking down Lacey Evans. Bayley now going after Lacey Evans. Bayley with a right hand. Another right by Bayley. Lacey Evans now with a reversal though, taking out Bayley and trips Bayley. Lacey Evans hip tosses Bayley. But Bayley now, with a right hand to the ribs. Bayley fighting back. Bayley now twists into a net breaker. As Bayley is hyping up the crowd as they love themselves some Bayley. Bayley now has Lacey Evans up against the ropes. And there takes it. Neck first into the ropes. Bayley going up top. Telling Lacey Evans to get up to her feet. Bayley's about to fly. Bayley now into a hurricane run off the top ropes. Is this it? 1, 2. The First Lady kicks out again. And there's side kick into a hard clothesline in the corner by Lacey Evans. Evans now has Bayley up. Carries her to the center of the ring into a back breaker. Carries her again into another back breaker. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Bayley kicks out. Now Lacey Evans has Bayley up again. A kick to the face, stunning Bayley into another kick, into a swinging net breaker, into a flip, a handstand flip. Look at Lacey Evans continuing to taunt the crowd. As she stomps on the back of Bayley and now slams Bayley face first into the mat. And now a kick to the midsection. And now look at this. Look at this submission hold by the First Lady. It's like a cross-face straight jacket on Bayley as Bayley is struggling to get out of it. Bayley finding a way with the elbows, forcing Lacey to break the hold. Bayley now into a standing hurricane rana. Bayley now picks up Lacey Evans. Bayley snap there again. But there's a big kick to the face by Lacey Evans. And Lacey Evans has Bayley hooked up. And what a move! Into the middle of the ring. Is that it? 1, 2. Bayley landed on her head, but Bayley kicks out. How did Bayley manage to kick out of there after her head slammed up against the mat? Nasty and Now Lacey slams Bayley's leg down. And now Lacey now has Bayley, but Bayley with an elbow to the face into a running clothesline. Bayley going back up to the top rope. Here comes Bayley getting ready for a big splash, but Lacey Evans got the knees up. Evans now tosses Bayley into the corner and there's a running knee again to the ribs. Lacey Evans has Bayley up again. No. Carries her into the back breaker. Into a second back breaker. Now Lacey Evans could be centered for the woman's right. But no, Bayley shoves her off. Bayley with a right hand. Bayley now slamming Lacey Evans down on her leg. Bayley has Evans up. Tosses Evans to the outside, who lands on the apron. Bayley with a right hand. Bayley now, look at that. The rope stunner taking down Lacey Evans to the outside. Referee's counting. Bayley has Lacey. Bayley tosses Lacey into the barricade. And now, strong Irish whip, tossing her into it again as the referee is counting. And Bayley is high-fiving the fans. As both women do not want to be counted out. Bayley now has Lacey by the hair. Tosses Evans into the ropes. But Evans with an elbow and a right hand stunning Bayley. But Bayley fighting back with a right hand of her own. Into a drop kick, but no. Lacey moves out of the way and there's an elbow to the back of the head and a kick to the knee. Tossing Bayley up against the ropes. She went for a running kick. Bayley sidesteps. Bayley now back suplex. Bayley now. What is she looking for? She picks up Lacey Evans. Tosses Evans into the corner. Here comes Bayley. Oh, Lacey Evans with a kick to the midsection. But Bayley with a knee. Lacey no, slamming Bayley's arm up against the rope. And there's another knee to the arm. No, Lacey stumping on the arm of Bayley, and she continues to stomp on it. Bayley's gonna have trouble. She needs the arm to deliver the belly to Bayley, and oh no, Lacey now, not again. There's that move again as Bayley lands on her head for the second time. It's over. Bayley kicks out again. We don't know how Bayley was able to do that. Lacey Evans doesn't know what it's gonna take to put down Bayley. Oh no, Bayley is hurt though, and the women's right. 1, 2, 3. Lacey Evans picks up the win. Here's what's done. As you can see, Bayley, she landed on her head nasty. But the women's right is what put down Bayley. But you got to give credit to where credit's due. Bayley bought the fight here tonight to the First Lady. But the First Lady picks up the win. And it looks like she's on that start that she was talking about as she picks up the win. We're back here on Nitro. And here comes the Undisputed's own Kyle O'Reilly, one half of the WCW Tag Team Champions, with Bobby Fish, who won those tag team titles last night at WrestleMania in a triple threat ladder match, defeating the Lucha Bros and the Bullet Club's Chris Jones and War Machine. As you can see, Kyle O'Reilly is making his way down to the ring, being accompanied by the WCW Heavyweight Champion Adam Cole. As these guys making their way down to the ring, Adam Cole said, look, Nakamura, you may be the new #1 contender because Nakamura did win the Battle Royal at WrestleMania, but that doesn't mean anything. This is his era. This is Kyle O'Reilly's era. This is Bobby Fish's era. This is Roger Strong's era. This is the Undisputed era. This is their show now. And Nakamura is just living in their world. But Nakamura says that when he cashes in his title shot, which will pay-per-view, he will take the championship away from the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, who didn't like what Nakamura said. And he said, look, I'm going to put you to the test, because tonight you're going to go one-on-one with Kyle O'Reilly. And Nakamura says, bring it on. He says he will take on the whole Undisputed Era if he has to. But nothing's going to stop him from becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. Nakamura has been out of action for a while. Nakamura hasn't been on Nitro for a while. This is first time in a Nitro ring since he fought Finn Balor a few months ago. He sustained an injury that sidelined him for a while, but Nakamura is back. And this crowd is on their feet for one of the greatest entrants in professional wrestling history. The King of Strong Style is ready to go to war. And he's about to go to war right here, right now. Kyle O'Reilly, Nakamura. And here we go. The referee rings the bell. Kyle O'Reilly's coming in, shoves Nakamura up into the corner, but the referee has to break the hold. And here we go. There's a knee to the face by Nakamura. Go for another kick, elbow by Nakamura. Forearm, side kick by Kyle O'Reilly. And there's going to be a lot of striking in this match. And there's the forearm And now there's the knee to the face of Nakamura. We know that this is the only time we're going to see the Undisputed Era, because up next it will be the fatal four-way to determine who will go on to face Elias at Super Brawl for the United States Championship. And there's a forearm and a knee to the face by Nakamura. And we know Undisputed Era's Roger Strong will be a part of that match. There's a kick to the knee and a flying forearm by Kyle O'Reilly, and another shot as O'Reilly now is taking it to Nakamura, and face first into the turnbuckle. Nakamura getting hit with the snake eyes. Now Kyle O'Reilly now springboard over the ropes into a leg drop to the back of the head. He goes for the cover. One. Only a one count. Nakamura kicks out. And now Kyle O'Reilly stumping on the back of the neck of Nakamura. And look at this submission hold by Kyle O'Reilly, trying to weaken Nakamura, soften him up for Adam Cole. Wait a minute, Nakamura reverses out. Nakamura with a kick to the ribs. Now forearm, shot to the back. Pushing Nakamura, shoving Kyle O'Reilly into the corner, and that German out of the corner by Nakamura, but Kyle O'Reilly blocks the chop, and there's Kyle O'Reilly with for a splash. Nakamura moves out of the way. Nakamura goes for the kick, but caught by O'Reilly, and there's another flying forward. Every time Nakamura gets some offense in, Kyle O'Reilly shuts it down. O'Reilly with a big kick, knocking Nakamura to the outside. And look at Adam Cole. Look at him. Tossing Nakamura back into the ring. Kyle O'Reilly now going up top. He jumps off. He's going for the elbow drop. But Nakamura moved out of the way. And Nakamura, elbow to the face of Nakamura. Now look at this. Into a brainbuster suplex. Now Kyle O'Reilly going after another submission hold as he is going after the arm of Nakamura, who looks like he's in pain right now. But Nakamura rolls out of it. Nakamura now with a running knee to the ribs. Taking down Kyle O'Reilly, and there's a knee. A stump to the chest. The Undisputed Era won a lot of championship gold. The tag team titles, the WCW World Heavyweight Title Women. Nakamura has Kyle O'Reilly up. Rolls him into a running knee into the corner. As he is working on the ribs of Kyle O'Reilly. Now Nakamura has Kyle O'Reilly up. And face first goes O'Reilly, once again landing on the ribs. Nakamura tosses Kyle O'Reilly up against the ropes, trips him, but O'Reilly now kicks Nakamura off. There's a right hand by O'Reilly, stunning Nakamura, but Nakamura with an elbow now. O'Reilly with a spinning discus forearm. Now look at this. He got the arm bar locked in, mixed with a leg bar. Looks like Nakamura, he is squirming. He is nowhere near the ropes. Can he reverse it? And it looks like he found a way to counter out of it. And there's a clothesline by Nakamura. Wait a minute, Adam Cole's on the apron. Look at Adam Cole with the distraction. He's distracting Nakamura, and there's a back suplex. O'Reilly from behind. Now he's turning Nakamura, and there's a stump to the face again. O'Reilly with a running knee to the side of the head. Kyle O'Reilly now going right after the leg. Look at this. He has the ankle lock. Locked in on Nakamura, who is screaming in pain. Nakamura trying to get to the ropes. Nakamura, rolls out. Taking down O'Reilly. Nakamura. Irish whipping O'Reilly onto the apron. Nakamura with a right hand. Wait a minute. No. Back suplex on the apron. Kyle O'Reilly going back first into the apron as the referee is beginning to count. Nakamura slides out the ring on the other side. Looks like he's coming over here to our announce table as he is taking out everything. The referee is counting. Here comes O'Reilly now. O'Reilly, wait a minute. Lance Crew tape down to Nakamura, and there's a knee to the face of Nakamura. Nakamura now reverses Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly now shoves Nakamura up against the table. Nakamura moves, but O'Reilly with a back suplex onto the floor. Going for a kick, no. Blocked by Nakamura. Nakamura going right back to the outside once again. Looks like mind games by Nakamura as Kyle O'Reilly follows him. There's a right hand. Nakamura with the reverse exploder onto the floor. Kyle O'Reilly's face burns. Wait a minute, Nakamura. He's calling for something. No way, he's not going to do it outside the ring. Kinshasa! Look at the instant replay. Look at this Kinshasa outside the ring. Right between the eyes of Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly has been laid out. He tossed Kyle O'Reilly inside the ring. Kyle O'Reilly tossed into the corner. O'Reilly now choking. And it looks like O'Reilly has been busted wide open after that Kinshasa to the outside. Now wait a minute, Nakamura going for a suplex. Now Kyle O'Reilly slides down his back. Adam Cole just threw a chair in the ring. Look at Nakamura with the strikes. And a forearm KOing Kyle O'Reilly. And there's Adam Cole now. Once again, Adam Cole is on the apron. Ref, get this man out here. And there's a back suplex off the distraction. Now Kyle O'Reilly going right back after that arm bar, leg bar, submission hold combination. Trying to force Nakamura to submit here. And imagine if Nakamura tapped out. After riding a big wave of momentum, he taps out right here. No, there's a clothesline by Kyle O'Reilly, and Nakamura rose to the apron. Nakamura pulling himself up, and what a battle. These two men have been going through it, and there's Nakamura who's been knocked off the apron. And that puts a smile on Adam Cole's face as the referee is counting. Kyle O'Reilly took him down. And there's the elbow to the face. And look at the strikes. Look at the striking game of Kyle O'Reilly. Taking Nakamura out on the clothesline on the stage. Nakamura now needs to get back in the ring or he's going to be counted out. Nakamura's back in. Wait a minute, Kyle O'Reilly caught on the apron again. Nakamura with the right hand. No, not the back suplex on the apron again. On a bloody Kyle O'Reilly as Nakamura slides back in the ring. Nakamura once again going to the outside. Will Kyle O'Reilly follow him? Kyle O'Reilly goes to the outside again, but the suplex on the floor. Wait a minute, reversal by Kyle O'Reilly. Look at the striking game of Kyle O'Reilly. The knees, the kicks, the combination, tripping Nakamura. Looks like Nakamura could be busted open as well here. And there's the harsh strikes and palm strikes of Kyle O'Reilly. As it does look like Nakamura has been busted open. And it looks like both men are bleeding here at ringside. No. Oh, a suplex on the outside of the ring. And Nakamura tosses. Nakamura once again going back to the outside of the ring. Kyle O'Reilly's going to follow him. And there's a super kick to the face of Nakamura. A bloody Nakamura just been super kicked, and now Kyle O'Reilly looking to finish the job. with a kick to the back. And now there's the armbar on the bloody Nakamura, who once again is struggling to get out of the hold. Blood dripping down both men's faces. Wait a minute, Nakamura shoves him off. Kyle O'Reilly now. He's getting up. No. Wait a minute. Kick to the midsection. Jesus! And oh, wait a minute, Adam Cole has just interfered in the match. Come on. Nakamura had the match won. And the crowd, some of the crowd, they're booing. Adam Cole is just going after Nakamura now. The referee is trying to tell Cole to stop. He has already rang the bell. Cole is trying to send a message to the #1 contender. Nakamura had Kyle O'Reilly beat. Now Adam Cole, he's calling for something as Kyle O'Reilly is sliding a steel chair in the ring. And it seems like they're going to finish the job. They're scaring off the referee. And wait a minute. No, it can't be. That's Hideo Itami. He's back. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly is retreating. Hideo Itami is back. And we haven't seen him in months. But he has turned to the aid of Nakamura. And we are back. It is main event time. As here comes the Velveteen Dream representing the Nation of Domination. And we know earlier tonight we heard the Nation of Domination tell the Velveteen Dream that the Nation needs this win. That they need to start collecting championships around here. As they did come off a big win last night at WrestleMania, defeating the Shield in that 6-man tag. It was a war. It was a battle. But in the end, the Nation of Domination was victorious. But it seems like the big dog still has some unfinished business with the Nation. But the Nation claims they're going to handle that next week, whatever that means. But right now, the Velveteen Dream doesn't need to focus on Roman Reigns. He needs to focus on becoming the new #1 contender for the United States Championship. As we know, the United States Champion Elias has to be somewhere watching on, trying to see who will be his new challenger. We also have to wonder, is there any more of these new superstars that's been traded or making their debut here tonight? Like we said, we saw Bayley earlier. We just saw the return of Hideo Itami. Wait a minute. It's New Day. That's Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston from the New Day has been brought here to Nitro. And if you hear the music, that's the old Kofi Kingston music. That's not the New Day music. Does that mean that Kofi Kingston is now on Nitro as a singles competitor? And what a big opportunity for Kofi Kingston if he could win this match and go on to face Elias at Super Brawl for the WCW United States Championship. As the system has just been shocked. Here comes Roderick Strong representing the Undisputed Era. And I know that Roderick Strong is looking to become the #1 contender because we know his boys, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, are all carrying championship gold. And Roderick Strong would love to put the United States Championship around his waist, and all 4 members of the Undisputed Era can walk around here with championship gold. Because Adam Cole claims that this is their time, this is their era, they're running Nitro now, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. So Roderick Strong has that big opportunity. And we're going to see what Strong can do. Can he become the #1 contender? Can he win this match? It's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that. So 3 members are in. Kofi Kingston, like we said, is just now a part of Nitro. who will be the fourth person in this match. We're about to find out right now. Who is it? Wait a minute! It's Johnny Wrestling! Johnny Gargano! He is making his WCW Nitro debut. We know that Johnny Gargano was not a part of ECW, but he has just signed to Nitro. It looks like he was a free agent once NXT shut it down for a while, and I guess now that he's a part of the Nitro brand and the crowd is going crazy here as Johnny Gargano. What a huge opportunity on his first night here in WCW. He has an opportunity to become the #1 contender for the WCW United States Championship. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna walk out of here as the new #1 contender? As all four guys are getting ready for battle. And here we go, and oh, there's a drop kick by Roger Strong to take down Velveteen, and look on the other side, it's Gargano on drags Kofi. Velveteen and Roger Strong trading shots as Kofi is in trouble right now. Johnny Gargano is in full control of Kofi Kingston, and there's a snap suplex to Kofi. Roger Strong tossed outside the ring by the Velveteen. And now Gargano is just working his way around on Kofi Kingston in the middle of the ring. And wait a minute, Roger Strong, look at this. He was going for a double arm backbreaker, but reversed by the Dream. Kofi with a European uppercut to Johnny Gargano inside the ring and slamming Gargano up against the ropes. And Velveteen slamming Roderick Strong on the apron on the outside. And Gargano now. Looks like him and Kofi were both trying to try a move there. And there's the DDT by Gargano. Johnny Wrestling now working on the arm of Kofi Kingston, and the Velveteen Dream and Roger Strong are still brawling on the outside. And Velveteen has an ankle locked in on Roderick Strong. But Strong reverses, shoving the Velveteen down. There's the one. There's the two. Roger Strong breaks up the count, making sure that Gargano doesn't become the #1 contender. And there's the running drop kick by Roger Strong. And Gargano once again has a submission hold locked in on Kofi. And Kofi has been having some trouble coming out of the gates. And now Kofi's on the outside. He has Gargano, and there's a back suplex on the floor. But inside the ring, the tip the world backbreaker by Strong. As Gargano and Kofi brawling on the outside. Kofi now slamming down Gargano. And Kofi gets back in the ring as we saw Velveteen was going for a cover. Kofi now snaps suplex on the Velveteen. And now there's the running Bulldog. And the European uppercut. Taking down Gargano, who rolls to the outside again. Kofi now with a Hurricane Runner. Taking down the Velveteen, and Kofi has finally got on that roll he was looking for. Roll down, oh, face buster. Drop toe hold, but wait a minute, Velveteen now, oh, double arm sit down power bomb on Roger Strong. Now he has Kofi. Tosses Kofi to the outside. And inside the ring, Gargano has a submission hold locked in on Strong, but the Velveteen quickly breaks it up. Strong reverses Gargano. But there's Strong now leaning Velveteen up against the ropes. He's choking him. Kofi just knocks Gargano out of the ring. And wait, Strong with a German suplex. He has him up. Wait, reversal. There's a right hand and a huge chop by Kofi, taking out Strong. And there's the back suplex by Kofi on Gargano. Kofi on the outside. Wait a minute, Roger Strong with a running belly to belly up the top rope, and Kofi is down. Look at the action here. It's everywhere and all. Roger Strong just tossed to the outside again, and Gargano has a submission hold locked in on Kofi, but the Velveteen quickly gets back in the ring and breaks it up. Gargano, Irish ripping the Velveteen into the corner. There's the headlock by Roger Strong. Slamming down Gargano. Kofi trying to get back up to his feet. And the Velveteen going after Kofi. Velveteen, Kofi reverses. Drop toe hold to the Velveteen by Kofi. But Velveteen tosses Kofi up into the rope. And there's the snap suplex by Gargano on Strong. And now Velveteen went for a clothesline. He took off Gargano's head. But Gargano reverses. Gargano with a couple of shots. There's the DDT to the Velveteen. Is that it? 1, 2. Velveteen kicks out, and the referee has been taken down. Kofi with a Russian leg sweep. Strong tosses the Velveteen outside the ring. There's Kofi from behind on Strong with a running bulldog. Strong is in trouble. Kofi suplexes Strong back inside the ring. Way up top. Kofi was pulled down off the apron and went up the top rope, and that's the Gargano escape on Kofi. But Velveteen and Roger Strong quickly breaks it up. And Velveteen tossed to the outside again. And Gargano now looks like he was trying to go for it. Kofi with the block. Snapmare. Kick to the back. Kofi going back up top again. Now Kofi gonna try to fly here. He changed his mind. Look at this. Telling Gargano to get up. Kofi with the splash, but he misses. Back slam by Roger Strong. Face first, that has to be it. It looks like Gargano has been busted wide open. And now Kofi breaks up the count before he can get a 3. Strong now, wait a minute. Strong going for the suplex. Kofi reverses. Slides out. Trouble in paradise. But Velveteen quickly throws him out. There's the bat breaker to Gargano by Strong. Here comes another bat breaker. Kofi tossed back inside the ring. Velveteen. No. Death Valley bomb on Kofi. Is that it? Velveteen going for the cover. 1, 2. Gargano breaks it up. Velveteen got hit with the trouble in paradise. There it is. Look at the replay. Right between the eyes. Kofi with a back suplex on Roger Strong. Kofi now gonna suplex Strong back inside the ring. Wait, no, I meant Gargano. Wait a minute, Gargano now has Kofi. There's a right hand as Strong and Velveteen are fighting on the outside. Wait a minute, Gargano, don't do it. Don't do it. Now super suplex on the outside ring. Oh my God. That could have broken his back. Both men's back could be breaking after that. Velveteen tosses Strong back inside the ring. Strong's inside the ring. Gargano now with a Boston Crab. But Kofi breaks it. So does the ropes. There's a snap suplex by Kofi. What a war as these men are going at it. Trying to earn a spot for the United States title. Velveteen with a reversal on the drop kick to Kofi. Wait a minute, Gargano, he's behind Velveteen. Looks like he was setting him up for something. But he's going after Kofi instead. Kofi leaning up against the ropes. Velveteen. Now wait a minute. The DDT on the chair. Roger Strong has to be out. And there's the double hook face buster by Gargano. And Velveteen going up to the top rope. Could he be going for purple rainmaker? Roger Strong moved down the way. There's the right hand by Strong. Strong. Oh! Double knees to the Velveteen. Here comes a super kick to the side of the head by Johnny Gargano to Kofi, who may be out of it. And Gargano was going for the cover, but Roger Strong quickly breaks it up. as Kofi could be on Dream Street. Wait a minute. Strong powerbomb in the middle of the ring to Gargano. 1-2. Velveteen breaks it up. Now, angle slam by the Velveteen on Strong, but Strong grabs the ropes. Look at the action. There's bodies everywhere. Gargano tossed into the corner, but there's an elbow to the face of the Velveteen, who reverses into a DDT, reverse DDT. There's the elbow to Kofi. Kofi could be bleeding now, it looks like it. Kofi with the rolls into the double stomp to the Velveteen. New Day. The double knee drop. The double leg drop. Is that over? 1, 2, this is it. 3, Kofi did it. Kofi is now the #1 contender for the United States Championship of the World. He will face Elias at Super Brawl. Here's some of the replays. There's that hard chop by Kofi. There's the drop toe hold to the Velveteen. There's the Gargano escape that Kofi could have gave up if it wasn't broken up. There's the suplex into the backbreaker. There's some more of the action. But Kofi Kingston is now your #1 contender. What a Nitro we have here tonight as Kofi celebrating. We're going off. We're going to see you guys at TNA Wrestling in a few days as Kofi celebrates. Kofi, Elias, Super Brawl. Who will be the champion?